my God, I can't believe I'm alive right now. Oh,
What's happening?
I'm just so thankful to be here sitting with you today.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just...
It's very reciprocated, by the way.
Oh my God, I'm so thankful for it. It was Thanksgiving. When? Is that actually on? Is that?
Yeah, it's recording.
It is recording?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Would you like me to turn it up?
No, I don't think we need to turn it up.
What
It's
about we
just-
spin the wheel and see if we need to turn up the volume or wind it down?
I mean it when I say I almost died on the weekend turning up.
Oh, yeah.
I was the most hungover I have ever been on Saturday because we went out on Friday night. Frenchie and Tom were here.
Yeah, it's a concoction for bad news the next day is having friends from your country overseas and spontaneously meeting up with them.
Yeah.
And then having a night out. Because that's the best possible
It's the
circumstance for a night out.
It's
is
so good.
Foreign country. I mean, we're in New Zealand, but it still counts, right?
Yeah.
And
New place still.
new place, new same people. That's the best part.
New playground.
Yeah.
You know, new playground, same kids.
Yeah.
So much fun. But the next day we had was it a 6 hour?
6 hour, one of the windiest, hilliest, most harsh terrain, gravel road at some point trips we've ever done. It was Auckland to Gisborne. There was flood damage.
Oh, now I already
There was
get
rocks on the
car sick.
road. There was potholes.
It was just an obstacle course
It
with the
was.
freaking van. Oh my God, never been so violently sick in my life. It was a combination of being insanely hungover. I was car sick because I get car sick regardless. Like usually I throw up on those roads anyway. And then I think I was also sick. So on the last episode, I was like, I don't think I could do a turn up because my body is dying.
Yep.
And then I did do that and my body died.
But you're committed to the pod, and I like that.
I am committed to the pod.
You're
But
committed to these listeners. If that wheel says to turn up, goddamn, Meg does it.
Is
She
there-
actually overdid it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is there anyone else listening to this podcast that actually takes the wheel seriously?
I think you'd be shocked at how many people message me going, uh-oh, like on nights out going, why did you guys spin that wheel too hard?
Dude, the funniest one I think I've already said this, but the funniest one was when I got messaged by someone with just a photo and they're at their nana's funeral, caskets in the background, and they're like, turning up for Nan. And they've got a beer in their hand, a scone in the other, and we're just like...
No, sorry.
Nerding
I
up.
meant to say Nan would be proud for turning up, and I said nerding up. Nan would be proud, though, I reckon.
Nan would be proud.
If
for
she was a
sure.
loose unit back in the day as well, she'd be stoked.
Oh, God, wouldn't she just?
Yeah, you threw up in the van, and it splat. It
in-
made those noises where you went, "Ugh," and then we all just had to go.
And then I did
It's like
you
a little
know,
pool.
But Blake was so right. The worst feeling in the world is when you're like, you know you're going to throw up, but you're like, I can hold it. And then it's the moment in between that I can hold it and, oh my God, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
That is the worst feeling in the world.
You're like, we need to pull over. We're on a freeway. We're about to exit anyway. We cannot keep going. You know what I mean? We're on an exit of a freeway. There's cars behind us. We're going 80k. There's nowhere to pull over. There's a truck behind us. And you like, pull over right now. And Tyler and I looking at each other like, if we do that, we might die. I'd rather get covered in Meg's puke than die. So then we're like, we cannot, we're sorry. And like, we'll pull over as soon as possible. We get off the freeway and we pull over at our earliest convenience. But I see it happen in the rear view mirror.
Dude.
And I see Meg go, like I see her fighting it. And then I just see her,
Projectile.
her mouth filled up like that puffer fish in Finding Nemo where it goes, and her cheeks just go, and then she's carrying like a full. She looks like a pelican when they've just got like the gullet full of just shit in her mouth. She's like,
But then I I kept
And
throwing
then-
up, so my cheeks kept getting bigger, and I was
Yes.
like, I'm gonna inhale.
And it was this really sad moment where she gave up and she just opened her legs and just not even like spewed it out, just opened her mouth and went, and it all just fell out.
I tried to do it into my hands as well, thinking it would only be a little one.
Oh.
And so I went to cup it, and it was just like a waterfall.
The last time I did that was when I threw up in that Uber in 2019 and I tried to throw it out the window.
we got really drunk one night.
I
We were
bet
on
they've
our
told
way
the
home.
story.
I know. I just want to really quickly recap it. Yeah, we were on getting home.
Dude,
from
we're
a night
also
out.
out with Frenchie.
Frenchie, dude. It's Frenchie. It's his
It's
fault.
not though. It's not because he doesn't actually go as hard as people would think.
No.
It's
no.
Tom.
It's Tom. Tom's an absolute sesh.
Tom was
demon.
drinking long necks on the dance floor.
Yeah, just one after the other.
Like
It was crazy.
Dude, you're out. There's beer on tap. What are you drinking long necks
I
for?
know, it was
That's some
so
old
strange.
man shit.
Yeah, the last time Luke threw up in a car was we were on the way back from Big Night Out, and he threw up in his hands, and I was like, pull over, pull over. The guy did not pull over until Luke started munting into his hands. It then proceeded to go all over the seat, and
Yeah.
it was chunky.
Have you ever
That
been?
one was chunky.
Have you ever been so drunk that you used yourself as the bucket? Because I have. You're like, I guess I'm a bowl now. Whatever.
But you in your drunk state. So, like, for some reason, instead of getting out to the door that was on your right, you proceed to climb out to the left and drip all of the munt everywhere.
I have no
And then
memory
you
of
just
this.
go, I'm so sorry. And you start picking up the munt and shoveling it out of the car.
Yeah, because I have respect.
The guy was like, what the fuck?
I felt so bad because like I ruined his night. That was the most graciously I've ever copped that $150 cleaning fee. It was like the app was like, "Do you want to dispute this?" And I was just like, I just had to embarrassingly click, no, I deserve this.
Yeah.
It should be $200.
Yeah, that
'Cause-
was so expensive.
Really, you should have to pay for not only the cleaning fee but ruining the guy's night. So for how many trips he could have got after that,
Yeah.
I felt awful.
It was pretty bad.
But anyway, Meg got through it.
I got through it.
Auckland to Gisborne is such a strange drive. I've never heard of this place called Gisborne, but we went there, did a show, and it starts off, and it's imagine if you played through Sega Rally or Daytona USA at an arcade, but you started off on easy, then you went medium, then you went difficult. The roads start off where it's like a little bit windy, but you can still fang it or whatever. You're on a freeway. And then by the end, you're just ripping like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, jungle level of just everything is a turn. There's rocks falling off the cliff.
You thought Rainbow Road was bad. Just come to New Zealand.
Yeah.
That shit's on hard mode.
It's like, it's the opposite of Rainbow Road. It's like overcast and rain. It's rain road.
It's rainy road.
Yeah.
Sad drive.
Now we just need a quick change of topic here.
Oh, can we do the wheel first?
Okay. Yeah, we
Just
can do that.
I have to have a wind down.
I could go either. I've been begging for a wind down, but the boys are back in town.
Oh, the boys are back in town.
Frenchie left New Zealand and then is coming back, and we've just been here the whole time.
That's crazy.
Oh, he had a Limp Bizkit concert to go to, so he's only human.
Valid
I would have
actually.
flown home for that.
I still need a wind down.
Yeah, he flew home exclusively to break stuff, and then he's gonna come back and yeah, that should
Potentially
be fun.
break more stuff. All right, so you're just either way, wind up, wind down, turn up, whatever. I'm definitely a wind down. All right, please wind down, wind down. Sorry, I'm just telling the wheel. All right.
I could go either.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
no.
a turn up. Yes, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that excites me greatly. You know what? I'll turn up for you. I owe you one.
No.
It doesn't have to be. You don't have to have a big one drinking.
alcohol.
You
Yeah,
can just have a.
I can just have a fun night that isn't fueled
Just a fun weekend.
by alcoholism.
No.
No.
And I don't know. And we'll get into that later of how it happened. But first I just want to quickly deviate
Yeah, that's fair.
and just I guess acknowledge that it's been a hard week for 1% of the population this week, and there's a few people listening. This might be a part of that, and they might be even consuming this podcast on that. I just want to shout out all the people who had to watch everyone else do their Spotify Wrapped who are on Apple Music. It must be a challenging week for anyone. I mean, it must be a challenging life in general, consuming all your music and audio media on Apple Music, but even more so this week. Now, there will be arguments. There'll be people filthy right now saying it's a better platform. I don't know. I'm not using it because I'm not a maniac.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun, man. They tell you who your top 5 artists are. They make you feel like not all the other girls, dude. They're like, oh my God, you've listened to 46 genres. You are so unique.
No, because mine came out and I was like, I'm so quirky and different from all the other girls.
Yeah.
And it is the whitest.
It's not true. It's the second whitest.
The second whitest.
You didn't have Taylor Swift in there.
I don't have Taylor Swift in there.
But you did have what's her name? Olivia Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up there.
Yeah.
I had Miley in my top 5. White girls represent.
Let's go.
My top 5. Well, what's the point of even talking about it? It's the same every year. I don't care, and I will never change. And I've guessed that's where I'm at now. It's been Blink-182 since I've got a Spotify account, and it goes and it gives this big build up, and I was like, just hurry up, we know what's going to happen here.
And is it the same for all your other friends?
We have this inbox of my friends Stefan and Alex and I, just the 3 of us, and we only really use it once a year to just post our Spotify Wraps, and we go, yep, cool, nothing's changed, see you boys next year. and I forgot that this morning was the morning. You never know when it's going to pop up. They woke up before me because they've got actual lives and responsibilities and jobs, so their Wraps are in there already, and they just went, yep, what a shock. And between the 3 of us, we all had different number 1 artists, but we hit the holy trinity of just year 9 2014, like, that was when we were in year 12 or whatever. Year 9's taste. You know what I mean? We hit the top 3, the pop punk trifecta.
Yeah.
Stefan's number 1 artist was Panic at the Disco. Alex's was Fall Out Boy. And mine was Blink-182. And we're like, good hustle, lads.
You guys have not changed.
But I found my people early.
Yeah, that's how you know that you guys are friends, though. Like, the day that changes, then it's like, oh, you've changed, man. You've changed.
This is why it's like I'm not on the market for new mates. Because I don't feel judged in that group chat.
Yeah.
I still haven't posted up my top 5 publicly because every year is an onslaught of abuse.
Can we do it today?
I will. I will post it like usual and cop that because you need it.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only thing that's going to be the first, like maybe part of me trying to change and evolve. But Miley's new. I got pretty into Miley this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's new.
No, but like for me,
yeah,
because she started doing that rock stuff.
Yes, yeah. I wanna know. All right, who's gonna go first, you or me?
I mean, dude, trust me, no one is interested in this. But so you just go, just breeze through it.
All right. What one do I say first?
It's like if you just want to go through the most generic.
All right. So my top number. Oh no, I'll go from. So number 5 is Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I love her. Number 4 is a bit of Queen Bee, Beyonce.
Of course.
Beyonce. Number 3, Olivia Rodrigo, of course.
She's the greatest.
Number 2, Benny.
She's the GOAT. Best to ever do it. Yeah, Benny. Green Honda.
Yeah, I like Green Honda.
Yeah, and the other ones.
Yeah, and all the other ones. Super lonely. And then number 1 is Leve.
I don't know who that is.
It's you would have heard me like pumping it around the house quite a bit. It's just my like chill out songs. I love them. So, and the top songs is Green Honda, Super Lonely, Afterthought, Glitter, and Vampire. So all Benny,
They're
pretty
all
much.
by the one artist. How was she not your number one?
I know. I don't know.
What kind
And
of
my top genre, this is so gay, is Broadway.
this is so gay. You're not wrong.
It is.
This year it gave everyone like a genre sandwich. Like it presented it like, oh, these are the ingredients or whatever.
Yeah.
And Meg's one
It was so
is
sad.
utterly embarrassing. It's got show tunes, Broadway, and movie tunes.
Yeah, it's got
Is that not the same genre?
pop, Broadway, rock, show tunes, movie tunes.
And what was your place? This year it gave you like a place of like, people in this place listen to music like you. Yours was like Madison.
Madison, USA.
Oh, that's better than mine. Mine was Adelaide.
Wait, so what were yours? Now you have to do yours. Name and shame. No, do it.
Just move on.
No, moving on.
Okay. My top 5 artists, number 5, and he snuck in again, and I just want to say, yeah, whatever.
There's nothing.
Can I just
to
start?
say.
Well, I'll start with the top.
No, start down the bottom.
No, because that's the most embarrassing one.
No, start down the
I
bottom.
don't want to start. I'll start with the top
Okay.
because I'm proud of the first 4.
Okay.
Blink-182, A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
They're just one of my favorite bands, man. And I'm surprised because I don't think I listen to that much of them, but apparently I do. You know why? Spotify just keep throwing those daily mixes at me, and I keep nibbling them up. I just nom, 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 nom. Miley Cyrus, number 3. 4, Oasis. And
okay.
number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and this just reinforces...
Machine Gun Kelly?
This reinforces the fact that I am a 27-year-old dude. That's my exterior, but just 14-year-old girl on the inside.
Dude, that is so funny. What a mix.
Yeah.
What a mix of things. And how many genres did it say that you listened to?
46, but they're all just
mine was-
variations of pop and punk and rock.
Mine was like 64.
Okay.
Because
well-
I'm so quirky and different, and I like listening to so many different genres of music.
Yeah, my number 1 song was Edging by Blink-182. But that doesn't reflect my... That's one of my least favorite songs on that album, but it was the first one they released, and they gave us like literally, they were edging the audience. They were like...
Yeah, right.
They gave us a little cock tease of a single, then waited 3 months before they dropped the album. So I listened to that song heaps because I'm just like, come on, man, just give it to me. Just give me that album. And then I heard the album and I was like, all right, why did you even release that first?
Why did they?
I guess it's like the poppiest one.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's also a pretty good gag.
Yeah.
And then
true.
my second song was Lewis Capaldi, Forget Me. Absolute slammer.
Oh, I
Dull
love
Drunk
that.
was in there. Anyway, look, I'm not... Whatever. Let's move on.
No, dude, I think this is a good year for you.
Like,
think-
this is one of your least embarrassing
Yeah,
top 5s.
I actually think that it's one of your... And you know what? Maybe I'm just saying that because I also like that. And I have also listened to a lot of that music. But
I'm not ashamed of it, but there is something like eerie about a 27-year-old dude playing that much Machine Gun Kelly. The rest is fine. Like Blink, I'm not embarrassed about. Oasis, they're one of the best bands, arguably, in the modern era.
I can't believe
Since the 90s.
I can't believe that it said that you were located like in
Yeah, you know why?
Adelaide, like
Because
your
it's like
taste.
people in Adelaide also listen to Kiss Chasey. That's what it told me. And I was like, I bet they do.
Yes, sir.
But I went to see their gig this year. It was sick at the Corner Hotel. It was a great time. It's one of the only concerts I got to go to. Oh, yeah, I reckon it's the only band I saw. No, we saw the Chili Peppers.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
reckon other than that, I saw like 2. That's not good enough.
I didn't get to. I barely got to say anything this year as well.
So much touring.
So much.
I wanted to go
touring.
to Paul McCartney with Dad, but we were on tour.
Well, tour life, baby. It's that hustle.
Yeah.
You know, got to give up things in order to get things.
Can I just say, these New Zealand shows have been like my favourite shows I've ever
They're
done.
so good.
Oh my God.
The audiences have been so freaking great. Except, and I will say except I've just gone mental blank on the place that was
don't
really...
say it. I wasn't going to name and shame. They haven't all been perfect.
Okay, let me just say, there was one show where we got messaged and the message said, hey, the couple in front of me are fucking and I can't listen to the show. That was it.
The top 10 things I wish I had have known about on stage. there was apparently, and I don't know how true these accusations are. Apparently, there's a couple legitimately rooting at my show. Let's name and shame in Gisborne, in New Zealand.
Gisborne, yeah.
And it was a Saturday night. It was one of the more lippier crowds we've had. Few people with this. You know what I hate, and this is gonna sound. No, I shouldn't say this.
Say it.
You know,
I can cut it if we need to, but say it. Be honest.
There's nothing worse than when a group of people combine overconfidence and raw brain damage. And you just mix that in a little pot. And then that was, and I'm not saying it was all the crowd at all. It was like
No.
2%.
Yeah, it was.
But that is still like 5 people.
The rest
six
of them
people,
were
you
really
know?
good. But my God, like I gave up at one point where I saw this person filming the show and I was like, okay, I'm going to go down, tell him, hey, can you please not film the show? So I go down and I'm like to the guy, hey, can you please not film the show, mate? We would really appreciate that. And he goes, I'm not filming the show.
It's so loud.
And I was like, whoa. And he's like, I'm FaceTiming my friend.
Meanwhile, I'm just on stage like, yeah, so like, the thing about sharks is... I can just hear this like on FaceTime and I'm just like, just ignore it. Just stay in the pocket of the bit. You're going to lose them.
And I was like, what?
Because I was still trying to do a good show. Because I was like, I always know that whenever you get someone lip in the crowd, you're like, no. Do not let this affect the show. And
No,
I
'cause
used to, and I've been through that before in my career.
Yeah.
And I like to think now I'm a good enough comedian now where I shut it down well. I try and suppress the issue. And then if it keeps going, you just have to go like either get them out or we just truck on because there's like 1,000 other people, not at that show, but you know, sometimes like 1,000 people just wanting to have a great night and you got to do it for them.
Yeah, you got to do it for the people that actually want to be there, who paid the money so that they could see and listen to
Even
the
if
show.
that's like 10 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you still got to do it for them. You still got to put out a good show. But yeah, I was completely taken aback by this because I've never encountered this. He's like, is that okay? And I was like, no. And he was like, but I'm just FaceTiming. And I'm like,
yeah, cool. Get him to PayPal me cash.
yeah, I was like, oh, fuck it. I don't care. And I just walked away. And the guy put down his phone. But I was like, what?
Yeah.
Where is your brain? Who built your brain?
Oh, man.
You know?
It was refreshing to know that it's okay. It's not just Australian regional towns.
No.
It's just anywhere where they only have one Macca's.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
It's the one Mac.
It's when you have one 24-hour McDonald's and that's it. There's something that just rots the soul of those people.
Dude, we wanted to go to Macca's and after the show, and we got there and there's this line for like a massive queue going down the street for this McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Like, have you guys ever seen the footage of people trying to like get into Woodstock and there's just like queues and queues of people all down the road? It was that for the Gisborne 24-hour Macca's at 10:30 p.m. on a Saturday.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted to sit in the
people
queue.
just nude fucking in the bushes. Jimi Hendrix was there.
The guy in the car behind sends us a video like, hey, can you guys stop this person from fucking in the car in front of me, please?
That's crazy if that's true.
I'm just trying to eat my McDonald's, please.
I'm so mad I didn't notice that during the show because like, what, dude? That's the best clickbait of any stand-up clip. Crowd members rooting at my show. Like, imagine having to cock block someone on stage.
Yeah, from on stage. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But you know what? Very entertaining, and it makes for good podcast content.
Let's not
doesn't
focus
it?
on that. Dude, Wellington, Auckland, oh my Lord. Thank you so much. Just doing like some of the most beautiful and biggest theatres I've ever done in my entire career in another country, which is, I don't know, insane. And it trust me, it doesn't get old, and I'm very grateful. And man, Wellington last year was awesome. I feel like there's something about that place. It's just
I love Wellington, and I loved the theatre that we were in. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, but also like stop building your houses on that many hills. It's insane.
Yeah, like they really love to build a house in a mountain. And when I say in, I mean in, because they dig out a crevice and stick a house in there.
Most cities, when they first settled them, they were like that. They were on top of a hill, and they were like, "What about that bit? We'll build it down there, like just a bit of flat.
Yeah.
There's water nearby. We'll do it there."
We could do a road in the middle
And
for
then
our horses.
Wellington, they were just like, "That's a long walk. Let's just start building here on top of the mountain and build down."
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's
and
insane.
That's what it is, Luke.
Skinny streets. But anyway,
It's crazy. So lovely though. We loved the shows. Everyone made it so much fun. And yes, we're recording this on Thursday because we obviously put this out on Friday.
Yep.
And so tonight,
in Christchurch.
Yeah, tonight we're doing Christchurch.
Christchurch is very beautiful. Went for a run around the park.
Yeah, you came back and you were like, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It looks like Adelaide Botanical Gardens." And I'm like, that's because it was done by the same architecture.
Yeah, we just
Architect.
Control C, Control V the entire park.
Yeah.
There was bits where I was running around. I was like, I swear I've been here before, but I knew I'd never run here before.
Yeah.
Or
but you've
been
run in Adelaide.
a lot of times.
Yes. Yeah.
Adelaide's one of the best parks in the country.
Yeah. Well, that's that, and they were like, we want that here.
Yeah.
So that's how they did it. But yeah. So Luke, which one do I want to? Oh my God, I'm gonna do a topic change here. I found out, obviously through TikTok. I am my generation, and I love me a TikTok. But I found out through TikTok, girls name their IUDs, their birth control.
Really?
Girls are out there naming them, and they're not like fun, quirky like names.
It doesn't shock me because girls name everything. Girls name their cars. That's very common.
I've named my car
What do you call it again?
Sheila.
Sure. You are, female.
See, I thought that's what I was going to say. Cars, I understand why like you name them. And then IUDs, I'm like, okay, maybe, you could come up with comedic names or something for it. You know when like girls name their vages and they're like Virginia Dixon or something.
I mean, I didn't know that, but yeah, it's not bad.
I think one of my friends named hers Flappy McFlap Flap, and then every time she would be in pain, she'd go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Flappy!" And then that was pretty good. So these names though are not fun. It's like Keith. One girl named it Keith.
That's good.
One girl named it Susan. And the weirdest one.
It's weird to personify something that stops things from being people.
Yep.
Think you yeah.
Yep. And the last one, which was the weirdest one for me, was a girl named it Patricia.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know if I should name it because a lot of girls were getting on board it. They were like, "Yeah, wait,
You didn't think of a better name than that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what to name it." I was like, "True, maybe it's just like." But apparently, it's super popular. Like a lot of girls do it, and then when they get it taken out, they are so attached to the IUD that they're like, "She's been a good lass," or like, "See you later, Susan." You know what I mean?
You could call it Hodor because it doesn't let any come through.
Hodor!
Yeah.
None shall pass.
You can call it Gandalf.
Gandalf.
You shall not pass.
Dude, that's its name.
Yeah.
Gandalf for sure. And then when people ask me, "Oh, why did you name your Marina Gandalf?" I can be, "You shall not pass."
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. All right. Well, if anyone else out there needs a good name for it, you know what? You could probably just call it Gandalf as well. We can be we can twin.
I saw Gandalf at the airport the other day.
Yeah, I did too as well. I saw a big bird.
Yeah, he's flying on the eagle.
Yeah, he's flying on the eagle.
It's pretty cool because like I thought he had, I don't know, other shit on, but I guess not. They really go hard on the whole Lord of the Rings thing here. I'm not gonna lie. I bring it up on stage and a couple times, and I don't do it anymore because it's just like the crowd just hates it. I guess it's like in Australia if someone was like, "G'day, mate, where's your kangaroo?" They're just like, "Yeah, we get it, right?" But it's like, all right, well, tell your government or like, because you go to the airport and you walk in, when you check in your bags, there's like the Smorg dragon from The Hobbit, and then you walk into the thing and there's Gandalf flying on eagles, like massive on the roof.
Yeah,
of
they're
the
everywhere, dude.
terminal.
It's massive. It's huge. There's 2 giant eagles.
And you're like, well, if you don't want people to know you for this, stop leaning in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I guess we're probably like just as bad.
With what?
Like
Australia?
Yeah, you probably. Well, I probably don't even notice it, but I'm assuming you go into Australia and you probably see a kangaroo as soon as you touch down. I just
You
don't
do.
even look at it
Yeah, you're
anymore.
right. Yeah. Well, it's, I guess. Yeah, you're right. It's our emblem, so we do push those kangaroos quite a lot. What was I about to say to that? I was going to say something, and then I started thinking about kangaroos, and I started thinking about the Wildlife 2023 Photography Awards were just announced, and the top one was a kangaroo playing the air guitar.
I saw that. That was sick.
It's very visual, so I just recommend going and checking it out. But now I've just got that planted in my brain, and I can't remember what I was
If you
gonna
like
say.
animals, it's worth a scroll. Look up Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards, and yeah, it's just the top 10 every year.
Oh,
And I'm not gonna lie, guys, some pretty humorous animal pictures.
yeah, there is. Yeah, I like them.
Not
I
bad.
like them. I didn't like the videos this year. They weren't very funny. They were kind of cute, but like not. They weren't
But they're not
comedic.
they're not supposed to be laugh out loud funny. It's fun. It shouldn't be called comedy. It should be called the fun, vibrant for animal whatever photography awards.
All right, slap that on a slogan right
Yeah.
there. You know, word for word as well. I was gonna say, doesn't New Zealand now have like 3 prime ministers or something?
I don't know what's going on. I heard that
They got
since
3
we've
of them.
been here, one's been replaced, and other than that, hey,
I'm
not
pretty,
my country. I don't even know what's going on with Australian politics. You think I give a shit
yeah, but
about New Zealand?
wouldn't you think with 3 people involved, you know, they would be able to figure something else out other than Lord of the Rings?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening.
I'm pretty sure there's 3 of them now.
I don't even know what's going on in the news, like back at home. I get in this little bubble on tour where I'm just like, we go to the show, I go for a run, we travel in the car, Meg throws up.
Well, Luke,
And I just don't look at
Meg throws
my phone or like I do, but I guess I just see what my friends are up to back home on Instagram. I don't really consume much news.
I exclusively get my news from TikTok.
Yeah, so you also have no
Right.
idea what's going on.
So, well, I do actually, okay, because I know this, that there was a girl on TikTok that went on a date and she ate 42 oysters.
You're right. That is news.
That's massive news, dude.
Yeah.
That's big news.
Mm-hmm.
I got the video and everything. I'm pretty sure.
There
I
are
mean,
major
you know what?
conflicts happening all around the world right now, but this is important.
It is. Listen.
Yeah, so today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like, hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content, come on. It's so good.
Hang on, she's vlogging on a date. I already am angry. People just... Oysters
Can
are
you hear
so
her,
gross, dude.
like slurping them up? Imagine being on a date, looking into like someone's eyes and being like, say they're the love of your life, right?
But they're probably not,
You're
'cause it's a first date.
Yeah, exactly. That you're longingly looking into each other's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you just hear. So anyway, how's your day been?
I mean, isn't it a natural aphrodisiac? So wouldn't you just be like, keep on slurping those down? You are going to be honey.
True. If she ate 42 oysters, wouldn't that man want to jump in her pants?
No, well, she would want to jump in.
I thought, oh,
He's-
it's not the opposite way.
You think if you're with someone who's eating the thing
Yeah.
that you
yeah.
get horny watching him?
Yeah, I thought it was like the hormone. sense. I thought it was like, you know.
That's like that's like you being like, that's a bit. Hey, Meg, can you drink a bunch of pineapple juice so my gum tastes good? Like what?
I thought it was like a smell thing or like a hormone that your body gives off.
No, I think
And
it's just
they're
a
like,
thing where if you eat a lot of
wow.
oysters, it's supposed to up your sex drive or something. I don't know.
So she's the horny one.
Sure, I don't know how
She
much
should
truth
be.
there is, or if that's even a myth, but that's definitely what people say. I'm pretty sure there's some truth behind that.
Oh my God. That's so many oysters. God, imagine what her shits would be like after that.
It's probably
Do you think it would
similar,
come out the same? It would be like,
but in reverse.
oh, that was, I must say that was a good impression
Yeah.
of an oyster coming out of your ass.
Yeah. So what's the big deal? She didn't pay for him.
No, she did pay for them, but she was upset that this guy didn't stick around, that he left without paying the bill that she had like racked up.
Did he pay
And
his
then
bill?
He only had he had like some drinks and stuff, and I think he paid for his, and then she was like, "What the fuck? You
You
didn't pay
can't-
for mine." And then the comments are very divided because half of the girls were like, "Yes, bitch, get those oysters. Yes, I would do the same. Yes." And then the other people are like, "No shit. If I was sitting next to someone who was fucking slurping down
Yeah.
46 oysters."
You got to be like, I feel like I don't have much experience with dating, right? But I think the rule is, and it's just common sense,
Yeah.
really, is maybe it is a nice thing if you both have like, if you go to a whatever restaurant you both decide, you get like something reasonably priced each on the menu, or even slightly upper priced. That's fine. It's a date.
Yeah.
Live a little, right? But you don't, as long as you're kind of eating an even amount and consuming a similar rough amount of monetary food, I think maybe, the guy should pay. That's a nice gesture.
Yeah,
Chivalry is
yeah.
not dead. But if you are just going to milk this dude for cash, eat shit, pay for it.
Pay for
Because
it.
it's not even, it's more the principle.
Yeah.
It's not even really the money. Like the oysters probably were expensive, 48 of them,
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, that's a rude as fuck thing to do.
Especially if he was like,
And expect
let's go
someone
out
to
for-"
pay.
Yeah, especially if he's like, let's go out for drinks as well.
Yeah, then
Like
you start
he's setting a boundary
slurping.
and you start slurping down oysters and it's like, okay, what? And she was like, I didn't let him have any. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You
well,
can
it's some-
spare like 3?
What a shock that some humans are incredibly entitled.
That was
And I don't know
crazy.
where some people get that main character energy from.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Sometimes when I'm on stage and there's like 1,000 people staring at me, I'm like, right now in this room, I've got to have a leading role.
Yeah.
I've gotta.
Yeah.
I'm on the poster for sure. I mean, I am on the poster on the way
You are
in.
quite literally
I'm
on the
on the door
poster.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, pretty much most of the time.
But anytime I've tried, I don't know if maybe you can say I'm wrong here, but I usually try like, I don't think I have main character energy about me off stage.
Nah. Even on stage, I feel like you're one of the people on stage. You get everyone
Everyone is staring at me.
involved. Everyone's staring at you, but like the
That's
way
hard to
that you tell
dispute.
jokes, the way that you interact with the crowd, the way that you get them on board feels like very much like we're all in this together. It
Sure.
doesn't feel like there are comedians out there, they get on stage and they have this energy that they put out like, I am better than all of you, and they never have any self-deprecating jokes.
Yeah, but that
It's-
sucks.
yeah, and it's like they can put out a joke, but they can't take one. Those people are the like main character energy, I think. They think that.
Sure. But either way, my point is I don't think like I could ever be in a situation where I think deep down like I am entitled to 48 oysters from this person I've never met on a first date. That's
Yeah,
an
no.
insane expectation of a stranger.
Yeah.
Because
Insane.
that's kind of what it is. If it's a first date, it's kind of a stranger.
Yeah.
Even if you've been set up, even if you know them. If I went out to dinner with a friend and was like, hey man, so you're going to get that bill? Like I said 48 oysters. They'd be like, eat shit.
No. Why would we do that? Also, if that was in Australia, it would be like so expensive.
I mean, seafood is expensive. I'm not
Yeah.
that into it, but I know it's. I've seen a menu before. I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
I've been to places.
Oh my God, you've been to places?
Yeah, I've had fish before.
Wow.
I've even had calamari.
He's a cultured boy. Let's go. Do you want to hear what other news that I found on TikTok?
I mean, using that word very loosely, but yeah.
So Trisha Paytas.
Oh, dear. News.
Everyone's melting down.
Sorry,
in the UK.
I need to explain because there's some boomers that listen to this pod, mainly in the Discord. They were very confused. They're like, they got annoyed in the Discord this week. They were like, I can't believe you explain what Gungans were from Star Wars. That's like the species that's like Jar Jar Binks. But you didn't explain what the D'Amelios were for 15 minutes. And they're like, I was so confused. They didn't know. Because some people, we forget. They just don't know.
Yeah.
Some people don't have TikTok.
Yeah.
And they don't. And why
But,
would
like,
they know?
They're the most famous
Yeah,
person.
but they're like 20-year-old girls.
Yeah. They're
What?
still the most famous people in the world.
No.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali is.
They're on the news the whole time. They're like they are everywhere. At
Yeah,
some point, they would have heard
to a
of
certain demographic. I don't think I've seen her on TikTok for 4 years.
Yeah, but like I've seen her on other things.
We watched the
you
show.
know?
That's it. I know
Yeah.
about it from Disney.
You're right. I actually haven't seen a TikTok from her. Like
Yeah,
years.
they're not. That's a
Yeah.
crazy statement.
They like
Hugh Jackman is
yeah.
well more like I'm even saying he's the most famous person in the world.
No, but like
Barack
to
Obama.
I'm just saying. I'm saying like
Oprah,
I know. I'm
Dr. Phil.
Just,
Now I'm just naming,
just naming
talk show hosts.
talk show
The
hosts
guy who
that were
hosts
not
Ready
old.
Steady Cook.
Okay.
I don't know his name, but I know what he looks like.
Famous. That is fame right
Capsicum
there.
Man.
No, I when I said like the most famous, I meant like at some point they were the only thing that people were talking about.
That's you could say that a lot. Think about all the boy bands that just like fade or like massively.
They don't have
popular.
over 100 million followers.
Sure, but like the 90s equivalent was like having a #1 charting song for years, like the Backstreet Boy did. You know what
Yeah,
I
and
mean?
everyone knew who the Backstreet Boys were.
Yeah, but now like young people don't.
They would know.
I have
They
some.
would have at some point heard.
They would know
of-
the song.
Yeah, no, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like at some point they would have heard about
Yep.
or something. Like,
You underestimate how different people's lives and experiences are to your unique life experience. Like, I found out who Shaggy was when I was like 25.
yeah, right.
Like the what's his song again?
I don't know.
No, like the song like Shaggy. Something did it. You know the rapper Shaggy?
Yeah, I know the rapper Shaggy. I can't
What's his
remember his
name?
song because that's the thing. I don't. He wasn't as famous. as
Sure.
what they
Oh,
were.
it wasn't me. What did I say?
It wasn't
didn't
me.
do it.
He didn't do. He didn't do it.
It wasn't
Coming
me.
on the sofa. He didn't do it.
But like that song on Spotify, and this is like this song was released well before Spotify was a thing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like he didn't even get that initial push. When
Yeah.
it put out almost 1 billion plays.
Yeah.
Like I know I was.
Which is nowhere near what they've.
I thought Shaggy was from Scooby Doo.
Look. If you had have gone like, do you know the character Shaggy? I would have been like from Scooby Doo.
Sure, but I remember there was one day I think I found it off you where you were just like, you don't know Shaggy? And I was like, never even seen or heard of that person. Like, just never encountered that song,
Yeah.
that person, or anything. I thought, when I saw that guy, I thought it was like a really bad picture of Lenny Kravitz.
But you'd heard the song before.
Does that not look like he's like a fucked looking Lenny Kravitz?
I want to know if anyone's got that in their Spotify rap.
What? Shaggy?
Shaggy.
No, surely.
Some guy out there.
There is someone in the world with that's #1 song this year It Wasn't Me.
What do you mean? I didn't do it.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. No, everyone in the UK is kind of breaking down because there's a influencer. Trisha Paytas. She also did like a lot of podcast stuff like that. She's a really dumb blonde lady that gets into trouble all the time on the internet.
Whoa, shots fired from Meg.
The last child she had was she gave birth on.
She's spawned things into the world.
Yeah, she spawned things. I know, and everyone had the exact same reaction. That yes,
there should be a test, and we I know this is not my premise. This is not my idea, but it's a good idea that people have. There should be a test because you see them, and sometimes they buy tickets to my shows.
Yeah,
and you see these people walking around, and you're like, oh,
you shouldn't.
You
procreate.
shouldn't breed.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't bring another one into the world.
Because like you ever see like I don't know. Like there was a guy I saw put like the kid at the shopping centre. He almost ran his trolley into our car when we were stationary. He couldn't figure out how to get the trolley back into the thing. Like, you know, like where the trolleys are stacked up in the car park and they go into each other. He couldn't figure out the system where the trolley thing flaps up and then you push it in. And he was just like, how are these other trolleys connected to each other? And I watched his brain, and then he sat there, and then he banged it into it for a bit, and then went, huh, and he literally shrugged and then walked away. And I was just like, that guy shouldn't multiply.
No. You keep saying it's a kid. We're indifferent. I think he was a 42-year-old man.
I thought he was like 16.
No, that was a grown adult. That was a grown man who pays tax.
Either way,
don't think he pays tax actually. But
don't want there to be mini ones.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So Trisha had a kid. Crazy, right? But the kid was born the same day the Queen died. So the whole thing was like, oh my God, Trisha Paytas' kid is the Queen in reincarnation. Yeah. Reincarnated.
One in, one out.
Yeah. And then
it's disappointing.
Other people,
it's disappointing that the one out was that and the one in was.
And then other people.
It's a rough change. You know when like your sports team just like has a really bad trade period and you're like, they did what?
Well, the funniest theory is that everyone thinks that the Queen saw that she had the baby and then died because she was like, I don't want to be in this world where this person has released this child into the earth.
Wouldn't that be crazy if like you just look at the TV and the YouTube recommendations in the Buckingham Palace, and it's just like the Queen's just been binge watching like the H3 podcast, the time when Trisha and Ethan had a show. What was it called again?
Frenemies.
Frenemies. Wouldn't that the Queen's like, my favourite podcast is Frenemies.
She talks like that. She's not actually a posh old lady. She's like, yeah, I'm actually from Essex, yeah.
I mean, if she's listening
I've got a crown on my head and I actually watch Trisha Paytas tests, yeah. I love her ASMR videos where she eats the giant pickles in the jar, yeah.
If she's consuming, like, content from ex-Vlog Squad members, then, yeah, she probably talks like that.
But the internet is in just overdrive because she announced the pregnancy of her second child, and everyone's like, this is going to kill Charles. Charles is done. Everyone's convinced that this will kill Charles.
We're doing another one in, one out situation.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's my news.
Well, thank you so much.
Put me on the news channel.
You know what's funny?
Give you the down low.
I know that there's so many people listening to this that have learnt like so much stuff. They've learnt who Trisha Paytas was. And it's like, wow, what's that?
You should watch her. They're very entertaining. They're very funny.
I've just seen all those videos on TikTok where she like contradicts herself a lot.
Yeah, like she'll be in blackface and then she'll be like, I like can't believe anyone who does that, and then it'll flash back to her doing blackface, saying that she wanted to be an African American woman.
Oh,
she's just like the worst contradictions. That's the thing. They're not small. They're not little things. They're like, babes, you what? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
things?
Oh, no. Before we wrap up, we never discussed how you got so plastered.
Oh, well, Luke, how I got so plastered was I had so much fucking alcohol.
No, but sure, but the way it happened was just even sadder, right? Like Meg's even making it out to be. So we were we're kind of popping around a few places in Auckland, and we went to this like dive rock bar. I'm so filthy about this. In this dive rock bar, I forget what it was called. It was called the Ding Dong Lounge in Auckland.
Okay.
Because I remember thinking, we have one of those in Melbourne, right?
We have a Ding Dong Lounge?
Yeah, I've seen one of my favorite bands there.
Oh, okay.
Hands Like Houses, I saw them there years ago. I don't know if it's still a venue, but it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's in like near Chinatown, I think.
Right.
And anyway, I went to the dive rock bar, and on the way to the toilet, they got like cabinets full of signed Jim Beam alcohol like bottles.
Yeah.
With famous people who I guess have come into the dive rock bar. And there's like Green Day, Limp Bizkit, like, Wolf Mother, just like all these famous bands mainly rock bands that have on tour. They've been recommended this dive bar to chill out in. And clearly party down there, right?
For sure.
And we're kind of we're losers. Like, we're just like, oh my god, like
losing our minds.
That's we the kings have partied here. Yes, Juliet, can you hear me? Whatever. Like, we're just looking at all these signed things. We're like, oh, that's funny. And because they were all like bands and stuff, usually we are such egotistical losers that we'd be like, oh, I wonder if we could sign one, right?
Yeah.
But because they're all just like rock band stuff, we're like, that's cool. And no one even suggested that as a joke.
Obviously, because they're all bands.
Then the bartender comes over and he's like, Frenchie, holy shit, dude, I love your stuff. And, and Fred's like, oh, thanks, man, blah, blah. And he's like, hang on, I'll be back. And I, dude, at this point, didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, he must be going back to get a phone so we could take a photo.
None of us were thinking what would happen next.
And I was going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll offer to take the photo like that because, that's the nice thing to do in that situation.
Absolutely.
And I was waiting for the guy to come back to do that. And then the guy comes back with the Jim Beam bottle and a Sharpie. And I'm just like, get fucked.
Yep.
And then he goes, would you be able to sign this? We'll put it in the cabinet. And I'm like, what? You got to put it next to Green Day? Billy Joe Armstrong signed that.
You bet. Don't you wish that you were a main character now, huh?
Oh, I've never felt like more of a background character in my life. Dude, I was doing some good extra work in that bar.
Welcome to the club, brother. Welcome to the club. This is how it feels to be a bottom feeder.
It was really hard to swallow. It was a tough pill to get down.
But it was pretty cool seeing it happen.
I was also so stoked for my friend.
I was so stoked for him because I was like, okay, at least one of us got to sign one of these bottles.
Massive
at least
career milestone.
Massive. I would have just quit then. I'd been like, all right, guys, I've had my time. Thank you so much. This is the highlight. I cannot get any higher than this.
I did the second biggest show I've ever done in my entire career. Biggest one I've ever done overseas that night. With it, Frenchie was in the audience for. And I walked away that night going, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah. And so you should feel like that, Luke. So you should.
And it was good. It was humbling to know that there's a lot more work to be done.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You can aspire to be like that one day. Maybe one day you'll be able to go back to that bar and they'll get you to sign a bottle of Jim Beam and put it next to Limp Bizkit.
I looked at the guy who recognized Frenchie and I just don't think that's a reality for me. It wasn't my demo.
Yeah, it really wasn't, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No 13-year-old TikTok girls there.
Hair going into his ass crack in the shower type energy.
Yeah.
Big spaces in the ears.
Oh, yeah.
Goatee. I don't get too many
big Frenchie energy.
Rock dudes.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even. I was even a bit surprised, but maybe you know what Frenchie does have a band. Frenchie and the Talent.
Frenchie has a band. He's also I think Frenchie has a very wide audience.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I think he's over the years and years that he's done it, and it's been a lot of years because he's an old man. I felt
the oldest
I can't do that. I can't do that meme. It hurts.
So, what meme?
No, not meme. Not. Oh well.
Fossil.
Tyler has walked in front of our camera.
There's no way to get around this podcast, brother. You're gonna have to walk through with all your toiletries.
Everyone's going to see my toiletries as well.
Everyone's gonna
Yeah.
see your toiletries.
See your little hairdryer there.
Would you like us to blur your private belongings?
At least he didn't walk out butt naked. Just like
Well, I hope he wouldn't be doing that
No.
anyway.
You guys have to go yellow. Moving the camera. So, talking about Frenchie's rock band.
I know. Was saying that I was jealous that he got to sign the.
the bottle.
Why did that happen, man?
Were you there when that happened?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that happened.
The guy at the bar knew who he was.
He just liked
Do you know
him.
who you were?
He
Nah.
didn't know me.
Blackface?
Didn't know.
Losers.
Didn't know blank face.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
See you guys.
So, yeah.
Bye.
But yeah, anyway, so we leave this rock place, and then we were like, oh, we wanted to do karaoke. That was the plan. We didn't get let into one; they were booked out. So then we
It
walked
wasn't
past
one.
this.
No, we tried to get into many karaoke's.
Yeah, and then one was closed, and then next to it was this nightclub, and it looked grim. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was
I'm not
grim.
going to name and shame the nightclub because I
No.
understand that it's hard to run a small business, but oh my god, I've never felt like I walked into. You know when like the early GTA games, if you walked into like a nightclub
Yeah.
and they hadn't spawned enough characters in there, and you would
It was a
just
glitch.
it was a
There was a glitch in the Matrix.
and dude, I've never seen an empty nightclub, and it's something you don't think about.
No.
Because right now, somewhere in the world, there is a nightclub with a DJ and a bouncer and people at the bar with no one dancing in it.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Or maybe there's like a few people at the, not even a few, like there's a couple scattered around.
We have to pay $10 entry, right? Blake is a baller, and when I say Blake's a baller, when he gets drunk, he gets cocky,
Yeah, he does.
right? So he
Yeah.
paid for everyone's entry. There's like 8 of us,
Yeah.
right? Must be very nice.
Must
To
be nice.
have the deep pockets of Mr. Pavey. And we go into this place. Dude, I've seen Blake make some poor financial investments in his time. This has to be number one. I've never seen someone... It would have been more productive if he had have taken out cash from an ATM and taken his shit on it in the street.
Yeah.
And then also copped the fine for doing that. It would have been a better
Experience.
investment.
Better story as
Yes.
well. Because
We get into this place.
Mm.
Oh my God, man. Imagine... Dude, what I was thinking about is like... Imagine if, like... You know, if they released like a Where's Wally, but for like toddlers,
yeah.
and it was like, "Where's Wally?" And then there's like one guy in a room, and you're like, "Well, there he is."
Because there's
Dude,
Wally.
you would have been so easy to find Wally in this place. It was
Ah,
so grim.
yeah, he's right over there. Tyler's
Tyler's
now
crawling under the camera. You're not even on camera. It's good. You've dodged it.
You have dodged it.
Well done.
Guys, I could have just been like a ghost and moved through that and no one would have known.
Oh man! And then Meg meets like now. When I say there's nobody in there, there's people. The dance floor is completely empty.
Yeah,
no one.
completely.
But there are people hanging out in VIP booths who are clearly just family friends of the people who run the venue.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's come out. We got a calm quiz, guys. We need to fill the numbers or whatever. And we come in and we start. I don't know what it is, but when you see an open dance floor
Oh,
and a
it's
shit
so
vibe,
fun.
you start doing joke dancing.
Yeah, that's where you start breaking it down, dude. You form a circle with your mates and everyone takes a little turn at doing your white person moves.
But it's ultimately offensive to the DJ because you're not taking his dream seriously.
no.
So I did feel a little bit bad. It felt like the equivalent of if I was doing jokes and someone going, ha 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 ha, good one.
And then getting in a circle with their mates and going, watch me Fortnite quitty fast.
Yeah. I did feel a little bit bad about that. But then also, hey, I did a lot of open mics where
Yeah.
people probably did that.
You got to eat shit every so often, you know?
So we're like, and then we start suggesting songs, and we like putting up, you know, the thing on Snapchat when you put it above your head and you write a little note because you can't hear anybody, and we're like,
Yeah.
play Macklemore because we wanted Blake to rap it because he's good at rapping Macklemore, and the DJ was like, no, fuck that, and I was just looking at him like, dude, you are not in a position right now to turn down requests.
No, dude.
We're the only people on your dance
That
floor.
is hilarious that you thought that he could punch in a song. That was absolutely a USB into the computer, play that shit, whatever the
I don't know.
fuck like list that he'd already created.
It was like weird.
he wasn't working. He wasn't doing anything.
No.
There was a set list there the entire
I'm just
night.
saying his job is to please anyone on the dance floor. At that moment, we were the only people on the dance floor. He could have played a song and would have had a 100% hit rate.
Yeah.
That's rare.
That's very rare.
So, and he missed that opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he even missed it. I think he just literally could not play
Then
it.
he played Justin Bieber instead. And you're like, well, that's not Macklemore, brother. It's
It's
just,
not even close to it.
I mean, it's not far off.
Yeah, you're right. It's not too bad. Yeah.
He did say
But
eight white people in a room and go, what were these guys like? And he almost nailed it.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie.
What do
You're
you
telling
mean?
these details and I actually feel like I'm just listening
What do
to
you mean?
I'm listening to
Said
this.
I'm running out of time. What do you mean? You're overprotected, but I'm saying.
I'm just going to let him write it out.
You know it. Oh, okay.
No, keep going. No, keep going.
No, it's not funny.
No, entertain yourself. Go on.
Oh, what do you mean? I really like that one as well where it's like, where were you now when I need ya? And it makes that noise. Sure, but you can't do the noise proper. You can't
No.
go, because it has like the...
Yeah. You can't.
Sorry, keep talking.
Well, I've actually lost my place. Oh, no, I haven't actually lost my place. Listening to the... All right,
That's my fault.
go for it.
Thank you, go.
Oh, okay. Can I actually talk now? You telling me this story is actually
I
me...
got my peaches down in Georgia.
Fuck's
Ooh,
sake,
that
I'm
shit.
leaving. Get you a man.
Sorry, I mean, is it too late to say sorry? Ooh.
Get you a man who will sing over the top of you.
Yeah.
Some men speak over the top of women. Not my boy. He sings Justin Bieber.
I'll sing.
The acoustic version.
I'll put my microphone
Ooh,
down.
ooh. No,
I'll-
don't do
I'll
that.
put my microphone down. You talk.
Okay. Hearing that, what you just said, was like hearing it for the first time for me.
'Cause if you like the way you look that much,
He's singing into my microphone.
you should love yours. Now, is this a good bit? I don't think so anymore.
I'm going to insert the video of what I just felt like you just did. And the audio is going to sound horrific because you're going to be like, what the fuck was that? Because it's like 2 seconds. But the video is very funny. So I'll play that now. Now, Luke, can I talk? You've got the microphone again.
Please.
Hearing you tell me that story was like hearing it for the first time, because that is where the night went completely downhill for me, where I have fragments of memory and not many at that.
What's insane to me is we were only in there for 20 minutes.
That's insane. It felt like 3 hours.
We all had one Corona each and then left. And then there was a distinct moment where I remember us going, boys, finish up. Let's get out of here. Like, we didn't even really finish the beer. We had to like kind of chug the rest.
I made friends with some girls because they saw that a girl was on the dance floor and they were like, now is my only chance to dance. Like, if I'm going to be able to dance tonight, it's going to be right now. So I was joined by a few girls, and those girls had drinks and they were feeding me the drinks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Meg, never take alcohol from a stranger. It's the same with candy. You shouldn't do that because you don't know if they've put something in the drink. Now, I don't think these girls put anything in the drink, but I did get fed like 3 drinks, including the Corona that I had, which was like 4 drinks in the space of 20 minutes.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's really where the night just went down.
You make some awful decisions.
Terrible.
You're like one of those people where I'm like, oh my God, I leave her alone for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I've gotten into the cat bin. Like, I know. The cat food. You know, I'm the cat food baby.
Yeah.
The equivalent. You know, you turn away from the kid.
And like, oh,
And-
now she's stuck in the
And
doggy
you're like,
door.
oh, fuck, where did she go? And it's like, oh, she's made it into the cupboard and now she's eating the cat food.
Yeah. We all walked out and we're like, all right, well, we're just probably going to head home. It was pretty late. And you walk out just like, that was fun. That I really enjoyed that. And we're all just like, you have misread the energy. We all want to go home. So 8 people in the group. 7 of them were like, oh man, we've had a good
Please.
night. Let's call it here. And Meg was just like, where are we going?
Oh, I was like adamant as well that night that I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna have a big one tonight. I will not have a big one tonight. And I had a big one, Luke. I committed to the bit and I turned that shit up, and now I have to back it up again. But I'm not drinking.
You don't.
No, I'm not. I'm not drinking.
Yeah, and we're not all very proud of you. Some of us are a little concerned. But
And you should be, guys, because this podcast is killing me.
it's not the podcast. It's
No, it is.
it's you're so agreeable around other girls, man. Girls around other girls are fascinating to watch. Like
Yeah,
you don't
it's an
even know these
anomaly.
people, and you gave them the next 24 hours of your life.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like you ruined your entire next day to just have that 15 minutes with these three strangers.
Yeah. And you know what? Even though I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, I do remember having a good time.
Sure, they seem
So-
lovely.
So, was it worth it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That won't be happening again. But have I learnt my lessons? Yes. Don't take alcohol off strangers.
We have, and that's us signing off.
That
Thank you very much for tuning in. We have to head off
Yeah.
to the venue in Christchurch. But thank you all, and we appreciate it. And hey, if you listen to Apple Music, that wasn't a sentence.
that wasn't a sentence.
Let me
That
try
was-
one more
That
time.
was an actual word.
Let me try again.
Do it.
Take two.
Boop.
On this slam. It's pretty embarrassing when you have to have 2 tries to slam a community.
Hold on. Snack.
If you listen to Apple Music, suck shit.
Oh.
I hope you've enjoyed our discussion about it and everyone else's. All right, get a better streaming service. Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Outro. What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, like you want to say no. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? All right. Bye.
And I was like, baby, baby, baby.
Ooh.